Mr. Shubhajit Mitra. How are you, sir? This is Joita from JBIHM, JB Institute of Hospitality Management, Kolkata.
Thank you, Joita. I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm very fine, sir. Thank you so much for taking out such a time for us, and it will really have a good session with you, I'm sure. So, should we start the session, sir?
It's a pleasure.
Okay.
Yes, please.
So, first of all, you are the room division manager, means you are heading the front office and housekeeping department, right?
Yes, here three departments, engineering as well, along with
Okay.
front office and housekeeping.
Okay. So can you just share your success story? Means how did you start your career and you have come to this level?
Well, it has been a long journey from 2005 after passing out from IHM Calcutta. I started my journey with Taj Bengal, and after that, it had been I3C Kolkata for almost 7 or 8 years, I believe. And then I moved on to again a Hyatt property, a Hyatt Raipur. That was a pre-opening property. Great learning opportunity, of course, because pre-opening it is all about learning. You tend to see new trends, development, designs, how things are made, and everything. So that was almost 3.5 years there, and after that I moved on to Taj again at Mumbai Taj President, and from there in I moved on to IG in Holiday in Mumbai and Radisson as well. So it has been a long journey with various brands to understand what is the working principle of different brands. And from there, I moved on to again leaving Mumbai. I moved on to Jodhpur, Novotel, which was again a pre-opening property as a rooms division manager, and right now in Delhi, the capital city, as a rooms division manager. First time with Marriott, but great opportunity, great learning.
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing your such extensive experience. So this different brands definitely has given you a lot
Yes,
of learning experience, right?
of course, of course.
So how do you implement this, diversification in your present role?
Well, in the present role, this experience that I have from the various brands, it helps you to develop an overall 360 ideas about different brands, what they are doing, which brand. See, every person, like every finger is different. So every brand is different and unique in its own way. So you get the opportunity of taking all the best what is there in the brand and in incorporate in the areas where you think they are best suited, and that gives you the overall idea about how to run the operations in a better manner and gives you the overall view of the operations as well.
Okay. So over here you are handling three departments, means front office,
Yes,
housekeeping, and engineering. So you have a
yes,
total lot of pressure with you, definitely managing the team, managing your revenue. So how do you balance all the things?
yes. Well, it is all about bonding. Be it a guest, be it your associates, it is all about how you bond with them. Gone are those days when there were boss and there were right now you would hardly see any organization using the word employee. They all use associates. Why? Because those days are gone. There is no boss and employee now. It is all associates together. And how you bond with them, getting a work out of someone, inspiring someone, implementing a new thing, and getting out the 100% out of your associates is all about how you have built that bond. Stick is nowhere applicable in today's day. Gone are again those days wherein the boss said ki this has to be done in this way, so it has to be done in this way. Today, the new generation that is coming, they ask questions why it is in this manner, why it cannot be done in a different manner. So to understand that and to answer them, you also have to have that confidence in yourself and your experience to give them the right path and show them ki why this path is right for you and how you can make a development for yourself by doing the same thing in this manner. So this is how you build your bond, and this is the friendship that you build in the organization, so that everybody is doing a particular thing as a fun part and not as a tedious job. So it is very important to build that relationship, to make or to be successful at your position and to be successful for that matter at any position.
Okay, sir. So, in your views, the motivation and inspiration part is the major role which plays the,
Yes,
the
yes, yes,
instigating factor for getting things done by the associates. So the team, like the your players, like the team players in your department, definitely
yes.
motivated by your job role as well, right? So that
Yes,
they,
yes, they look up to you. They look up to you. And that becomes, in fact, that I would say is a pressure as well. You feel proud about it that they are looking up to you as your role model. They want to become or come to your position. They want to be someone like you. So that is a big responsibility. That is a huge responsibility because you are showing the path to the future, right? So that becomes a very important part in your lifestyle also, that whatever you are doing, that needs to be perfect, so that the team that is following you also becomes a perfect team, and at the end of the day, that is what your achievement is all about.
right, sir. So, like our students, the hotel management graduates, when they are applying for job in the hotels as a fresher, so what are the
Right.
key factors as a RDM you look from? Definitely, you take the interviews. So, what is the factor you look from them?
So the main thing, see, knowledge can be inculcated, but attitude is something which takes time to develop. So having the right attitude is the most important thing. It is not necessarily everybody has born up with certain skills. It can be developed. But that attitude is very important to reach that position and to get that desired skill. If you do not have the attitude, for example, nowadays, uh, we see the generation that is coming up. It is like okay with whatever is happening, but honestly it is not okay. You need to ask questions. The more questions that you ask is the more value and is the more enlightenment that you are getting, right? So
Right.
once I see a candidate who is very inquisitive and want to learn so many things, that is where also gives you the pleasure and confidence that yes, this is the guy or this is the person who is going to get up the ladder because he is hungry. So that hunger is very important, which I generally tend to see in a profile who has come up to me, and whether it is the right kind of attitude that he or she is having for the particular role.
So the positive attitude and inquisitive mind is the best
Yes,
criteria when you shortlist
key.
candidates, right?
Exactly, that is the key. Yes, yes, yes.
So students, the upcoming professionals, kindly note that you have to be very much positive in your attitude and you have to have a mind that you have
Absolutely.
to learn things, inculcate your knowledge and enrich yourself, whatever department you're going to, right, sir? And
It is
so,
very important. Ask questions.
yes, sir. And since, as you told that you have in various properties you have worked, so you have worked
Yes.
in housekeeping also, and you have also worked in front office, sir, both the division.
Front office, honestly, I have learned at the later part of my life. I've been a housekeeper throughout before I became the rooms division manager. So my previous property, that is Novotel, which was a pre-opening. So there is from then is when I started developing my front office knowledge, right? And again, the basics you are already, since you have been in an industry, so you are already aware of the basics of how to handle a guest, how to be empathetic with a guest, because that is what is about guest handling. You cannot be a good guest handler until and unless you are empathetic, right? So those things are already there in you. You have been inculcated. The only things you have to understand the finer things of the operation, which would help to gain the final intricacies of the department. So those are the things which I started developing after I came into this role.
So it is quite motivating that a housekeeping professional has reached to this level, the room division
Yes.
manager, because housekeeping
And this is the
department, like
future. Trust me,
sometimes,
this is the future.
yes,
Trust
definitely,
me, this
and
is the future.
definitely. So the housekeeping role, like whenever we are interacting with the students, they are mostly going to front office, F&B, food production. So less of these
Right.
students take housekeeping as the option. Can you give some motivating thoughts to our students so
Well,
that they can
honestly,
also take up?
housekeeping, I would say, is a very easy ladder to climb. If you have a little bit of spark in you, you rise very fast in that ladder. So that is a very big plus point that this department has. Till now, this department does not have that amount of, because this department is always heavy and extensively dependent on manpower. So, and the dearth of manpower has actually created that space for the coming generations to climb up fast in this ladder. And right now, you would see in most of the hotels that you go, the rooms division manager or the DORs, they are mainly from a housekeeping background, because systems you can learn within a month or so, but the knowledge and the experience that you need in housekeeping to understand the intricacies, that comes with your experience. So most of the hotels that you come across right now are having housekeeping managers as their rooms division manager or the director of rooms, and higher positions as well. So that taboo has been broken, that housekeeper is only an housekeeper.
Yes. So the as per the career growth, it is quite fast, and it is an
Yes,
extensive learning department. You can
yes,
move
yes.
yourself in different sections of housekeeping,
Of
if
course,
I'm
of
not wrong.
course, of course.
Okay. So, anything you want to share for our students or the upcoming professionals so that they can join this industry and make their dream come true?
Well, what I would first of all congratulate my future colleagues that they have taken this step of coming to this industry and joining, thinking of joining this industry, because this industry is huge. This industry huge, and there is immense potential to grow in this industry. And this is one industry which is very less likely would be replaced by an AI or something, because human touch is something AI is still yet to develop, and it's a long way. So this industry is something which is going to boom further, and we have seen post COVID there has been a lot of boom in this industry. What the hotels were doing about their ARRs and ADRs, hotels are doing almost double to triple of the previous ARRs and ADRs. So even the number of hotels that are coming up is one of the main reason that the market has got such a potential. And India is slowly, with Mr. Modi coming into picture and highlighting India in such a beautiful manner, it is becoming a tourism hub and hub for many different corporates as well. So that is making India in a highlighted in a global point of journey. And that is how India is developing, and the industry is something that would grow step by step along with this growth, because that is the requirement that is going to come up with the more number of corporates coming up, with more number of tourism that is coming up. So there is immense potential, and I would wish all of my future colleagues again that brilliant job that you have selected this industry, and you should be focused on your learning so that you are in a very good position in the near future.
So, what they should actually follow when they are starting their career so that they can have a like director of rooms position like you?
Mhm. So they can
What
come up
steps
with,
they should
honestly
follow?
speaking, the first step is that they should focus. What happens is, I would tell you a basic story. What happens is, during our trainings we take it a very light manner, right? We do not concentrate during our trainings, because we think, yeah, this is for 6 months, somehow this is going to get over and I'm back again in my college having a good time. But trust me, during your third year, when you are in your interviews, then is when you come to know ki what has been your knowledge that you have gained in the industry, because that is what helps you to crack the interviews. Of course, there is a knowledge that you gain from your books, but again, that is a knowledge that everybody else would have. The inquisitiveness that you showed during your training is what makes you and prepares you for your future interviews that you are going to give during your third year, because that is going to be exclusive. That is not something that is written on your book. That is something that is exclusively yours, and that is the experience that is going to help to crack the interviews and to move further in your life. And once you get into the industry, learn, because the first 5 years are your years of learning. I would say, do not look into the packages on your first job. Try to learn, try to absorb as much as possible for the first few years. Specifically, the first 5 years that you have are the crucial, because the more knowledge you get and gain during this period, try to do all segments of the department. For example, you are in housekeeping, try to do everything. Try to go to public area, try to go to be a perfect room attendant, try to explore how to use machines, do night shifts, because those are the time you learn about different things. In front of us also, if you are joining, try to ask, because see, a crying baby gets the milk, it is a saying. And till the time you do not ask for it, sir, let me do it, let me try it, of course you might be wrong in first or third attempt, but the fourth attempt where you are successful, that is where you have learned. And the manager who is above you, he also gains that trust in you, ki now my associate who is there with me has become that expert. So they get that experience. So next time when you come for your interviews and everything, you are immediately recognized. Oh, this guy has been great during his training, why should I not hire him? So
So the
this is one of
industrial
the
training
trick,
is very important.
which yes.
The industrial training is very important, and taking initiative in your job role to step forward is also very important.
Exactly. The more you learn, yes. And once you are into the job, the first 5 years are your golden years. Learn as much thing as possible. Explore as much as possible, because you are at that point of time, you have minimum responsibility and more of time which you have in your hand to explore different things. So this is the golden 5 years which you have to acquire that knowledge and move up quickly through the ladder.
So I'm sure with your like valuable words, our students, our upcoming students, the industry professionals will be motivated, and they will join this industry. Thank you, sir, for taking out your time. So
Thank you
we will
so
end
much.
this
Thank you
session,
for having me here.
and we will definitely connect you once again if you give us a time for some different topics to discuss.
Definitely. Definitely.
Thank you, sir. So I'll just stop the
Thank you,
recording,
Joyita.
then you leave. Thank you. Just a moment.
Sure.
I'll stop recording,
Sure.
then you leave.